Hey guys, and hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's me, bloop, Debsy. Okay, I hope everybody is having a fantastic Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna get right into it. So it's Thursday. That meant last night I watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm going to tell you point blank right now, if you do not like cursey words or cussing, you might want to click off of the video. I will not get offended if you don't watch, because last night's episode got me real mad, and I'm about tired of this. So last night wasn't just even like a shit show. It was difficult to watch. It was infuriating, and it was just tough to watch. Going into it, I will let everybody know, if you have not watched any of my videos on this subject, I'm always Team Garcelle, Team Sutton. So last night, it started off kind of like they were talking about people unfollowing Garcelle, unfollowing Erica on Instagram, and the person that of course was stirring the pot was the shit stirrer, Kyle Richards. So listen, I have copious notes, and I'm just going to talk about fun stuff too. So okay, so they go from talking about Erica, about Garcelle and Sutton unfollowing Erica on Instagram. Okay, then we get into, which I don't understand what the big freaking deal is. You unfollow somebody from Instagram. Big deal. We're adults. Who cares? Then Sutton then said, she said something like, I don't understand why nobody had my back last year when Erica called me a see you next Tuesday. I guess that's maybe when she had unfollowed her. She said, I don't understand why nobody stood up for me when she called me a see you next Tuesday at the reunion last year. And then Rinna says, I don't understand why we have to. Well, of course you don't, because you're not a for real friend. So then, who has to jump into this whole thing but the newest housewife, who reportedly has the lowest viewer approval of any housewife of ever? And we're talking Diana Jenkins. And she then lays into her, and Diana says, well, that's because she is one. So who starts cackling? Erica. Cackling like she's lost her damn mind. Everybody else is just staying silent. So then Diana unloaded, saying she said, and she kept referring to Sutton as she, like she wasn't even there. So she called Sutton slithery. She talking about Sutton like she wasn't even there. And Garcelle said, or Kyle said, she's right here. So then Garcelle said, she's a human being. She has feelings. Diana says, does she have a feeling? Does she? She came after me when I was bleeding, when I was effing bleeding, when I was on the effing floor. She comes when people are at their weakest, and then goes on and on her. And let me tell you what, nobody said nothing. The only person that stood up for her was Garcelle. They all sat there and were like, didn't say nothing. And you can tell that Sutton is visibly upset, crying, getting ready to cry. Nobody says anything. Kyle says, oh, well, you can speak up for yourself. Why? So that she can just be torn down again? Ain't nobody having her back. I am tired of this, because, and Crystal said off camera too, in a confessional. She said Sutton has apologized several times. There's only a certain point at which you can apologize, apologize, apologize. And then that's just it. You stop. Or if you keep getting beat on down, you just don't do anything and you curl up and you just stop. Like why? If I say something, I'm going to be attacked. And then Diana's screaming, yelling and everything in hysterics at her. And then she goes to walk out. You know, people, of course, Erica has to walk out with her. People have to, you know, console her and console her. Why? She's a fucking bully. Meanwhile, here's Sutton crying. You know what? If I was Sutton, I would have gotten my ass up. I would have said, fuck all of you. I'm going. I'm leaving. You know? And then Kyle says in a confessional afterwards, you know, she was mean, but at least she was honest. Was she honest? She wasn't honest. No. Because it's not like she said, oh, she came for me when I was on. I picked myself up off my deathbed and I went. You weren't on your deathbed. And she didn't, and Sutton did not come for you. Sutton just said, I'm just confused. I'm confused how you were on bed rest and now you're here. This is what needs to happen. After everything that happened this week, they need to get rid of some people. They need to get rid of Lisa Rinna. They've been needing to get rid of her for seasons. They need to get rid of Erica, and they need to get rid of Diana, and they need to get rid of Kyle. She was thinking about getting out anyways. Get rid of her. She's a shit stirrer. So is Lisa Rinna. She stirs the shit someplace else, so you don't see over here what's going on over here with her. She don't want you to focus on here. After this bullshit where they gaslight Sutton into thinking she's doing something wrong, and then we find out this past week that Jax, Garcelle's 14-year-old son, is getting, you know, threats and is getting come at and social media. No, listen, I'm gonna tell you what, as far as this whole situation goes on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, listen, this is what I think. This is what I think happened. You can say I'm wrong, I might be, but this is what I think happened. I think after last year, these bitches in the faux Fox 4, 3 of them, I think 3 of them got together with Bravo, brought Diana Jenkins into the mix, and got together with her before filming and said, listen, we're gonna go for Sutton hard, we're gonna go for Garcelle, because Sutton and Garcelle are the only ones who will stand up and the only ones who will stand up to these bullies. And that's what I'm calling them, and they're mean girls. I think it was Rinna that pulled her in, and I think it was Rinna, Erica, Kyle, and Diana that got together before this and decided, listen, we're gonna go hard at Sutton, we're gonna try and get her taken down. That's what we're gonna do. You can say I'm wrong, like I said, I very well may be, but that's what it seems like to me. I'm getting tired of this. Every week, it is a new onslaught, an attack on Sutton. I'm tired of it. It's getting tired. It's not this, and this is something that is now making me think, listen, if this continues next season, I don't know that I'm going to continue watching this franchise. Not this franchise, but this city. Because it's the same thing every single year with Lisa Rinna. She never has any storyline. She just causes shit someplace else to take the pressure off of her going into her life. It's the same thing with Kyle. There are a lot of things. There are many rumors that I've heard on social media about both Rinna and Kyle. Those could very well, they could very well look into those things, but they won't. They will continue with the gaslighting and the bullying of Sutton. And I'm getting tired of it. This is not entertaining. Watching someone being ganged up on and watching them just mentally fall apart each week, that's not entertainment for me. Bravo is not going to watch us. Andy Cohen has all the money that he needs. He ain't gonna listen to this, and he isn't certainly gonna hear this. But it's not entertaining. That last night was over the line, and that was bullying at its worst. So that's it. I'm sorry I did not go through any information about what happened, because to be honest with you, that got me so mad last night. So it's what, if you want to fix this, get rid of those people. Get rid of Diana. She brings nothing. She brings absolutely nothing to the show. As a matter of fact, I think also the only other reason why she's there is to try and get exposure for her son. I mean, her fiance, Asher. I mean, why do they even have him on there? Because every time you see him, he's singing. Next, get rid of Erica. I'm not going to call her a C word. And it's not the one that rhymes with punt. Get rid of her. Get rid of Rinna. Get rid of Kyle. Keep Dorit, because Dorit didn't do anything anyways. You might need some drama. Keep Crystal. Put Kathy Hilton on. Put Cherie on. There we go. I don't know. Bring back Denise. Get rid of them. I have watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills since the very first show. I've watched every season. And this is getting tiring. So for me to say that if this continues, that I'm just not going to watch next season, that's a lot. So next week, it looks like somebody is going to go in on Erica. Looks like it's going to be Crystal, because this week they talked about the $750,000 earrings that Erica's ex-husband had bought for her and he used the money that was in, I guess, like the victim's account, took the money from there, bought $750,000 earrings. Funny thing, Tom Girardi's mistress, who Erica had called out last year on Instagram with all kind of nasty words and pictures and receipts and everything. Guess what? She's a federal judge. She gave everything back. Everything he gave to her, she gave it back. So why can't you? So Crystal this week had said she needs to give it back. She needs to give that back. That's money that can be used for the victims. So next week, Crystal basically tells her, hey, you should give them back. And Erica goes crazy, starts yelling, who's that a good look for? Is that just a good look for you? Blah, 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 blah. And then she says, I don't give an F about anyone but me. Well, of course. So that's it. That is my rant for this week. It's just, no. Okay, so gotta calm down. If nobody has told you this yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, positivity out there, because we all need it, and it will always come right back at you. So everybody have a great day. I love you, and bye, guys.